Want to talk a little bit about, we've talked about fintechs, the creative offers and products that our credit unions can offer because of innovating with fintech. And there's been some research this year from Cornerstone Advisors that says credit unions' top challenge in improving technology efficiency, taking some of those costs out, as we've heard from Raj, are a lack of integration between systems, these legacy systems, and new technologies and applications. And this Cornerstone report also says that on the average, credit union executives believe they could realize nearly 1.3 million from improving technology efficiency through consolidating some of their internal things and getting better integrations. And Raj, you said it, automating like technology workflows.
First and foremost, right, modern integration. So it's not exactly what an end user is looking for, right? So yes, C-levels and everybody else inside have a very big job integrating those systems because they know the importance. Although for the end user perspective, right? I'm an end user and I want what? I want next-gen banking, for example. But in Raj position, for example, Raj is, okay, everybody wants next-gen banking, but I do have legacy. I do have many fintechs to integrate with. I have many partners. I have legacy core banks. I have a lot of things to deal with. First and foremost, analyzing the integrations that we have in-house today. Is that enough? And normally the answer is no, because nobody's doing integrations in a way that, okay, I need to focus in integration and automation itself before. And then the big features, the big stuff that I'm going to deliver to my end user will come naturally, right? So this is the most important part, which is acknowledge the problem with integration, right? Because Lisa, me and you, we were talking to credit unions and they are saying to us, yes, I love fintechs. I love what they deliver to me, the value. And also for the community, I love everything, the value that they are delivering, although integrating with is a nightmare, right? It's costly. So first and foremost, acknowledgement. The second part is integration in legacy is not necessarily a bad thing. So legacy brings the credit union and the community where they are today, and they are not small, right? Like Susan mentioned, they are big. We have a very huge community of credit union, and the systems and everything that they had brought them here. The point is, today we need to leverage next-gen technology and keep in mind that the next generation integration needs to have focus on legacy as well, leveraging what you have inside, and then enhance it for the end user, for the member, which is the most important part. So the strategy itself, it's legacy friendly. And remember, it's legacy friendly, right? We're going to integrate with legacy as well, leveraging the new, enabling the credit unions and enabling ecosystems. The key word is ecosystems, always enabling ecosystems for the balance sheet, like Raj said, how fast a credit union can deliver. With a solid integration strategy, they can be creative faster. This is the most important part. So for me, those layers add up to the modern integration. Do not forget legacy. Yes, they are important, although we need to leverage the new as well. With that, I think we have a balance between spending over allowing and enabling the credit unions to create this ecosystem.
So I can talk about some of the, at the highest level, everybody relies on the core systems. That's your central focus area, right? Your core system most likely is a legacy platform. But guess what? That's the brains of your operation. And the core systems will not innovate or progress as fast as what the members want. Impossible, right? The core systems are going to be, slow and steady. Even getting out of that legacy mode is going to take them a decade or more. I'll probably be gone by then, right? Having said that, the way the institutions are innovating they're putting all these fintechs and the latest and greatest software products around the core system. So all these fintech products, let's use. I can rattle off our Connecta online banking platform has about 40 integrations, right? all these integrations are providing some experience to the member or some functionality to the member. And they're all integrated to your legacy core platform through some middleware integration or some integration of some sort. Even the integrations are all over the place, and that adds complexity. Some are SSO integrations, some are API integrations. The look and feel of all of these integrations are different. Sometimes there's no consistency in how they interact with each other, and that ends up confusing the members. As the end user, you want an uniform, consistent look and feel and experience. But when you create a myriad of integrations with different third-party fintechs, guess what? It's very hard to create that consistency and common look and feel and customer experience. It's almost near impossible to do that. So those are some high-level, big-ticket items or challenges that we need to address as part of addressing this legacy consolidation and all the fintech integrations.
Yeah, and I'll just add real quickly and push it over to Bill. And we have to be careful that we're not adding legacy to legacy. In other words, if we're extending this mess, if you will, that we have with antiquated legacy systems, and we're extending into additional hard, stacks. Now we're in a position where it's the unbundling of it becomes even more important. So, when Raj made the comment that there's the potential for sidecars, and Torquedo, when you talked about, looking at it in a different way, but I think you called it legacy friendly. I look at that and I say to myself, okay, but we got to have a roadmap so we don't get ourselves into this same thing for 50 more years.
Yeah.
So my thought, Bill.
Yeah, the only other thing I'll comment on is we're actually at a pretty exciting juncture, right? We've got access to a lot of great new products in the market. I mean, with Connecta's example of, tens and dozens of connections just to the digital platform. It's a fun time to be here and to really try to serve the members better. But on top of that, I mean, there's exciting partnerships. There's exciting tools coming available that just make that integration a lot easier. I think that's the one other thing I'll add. But to Raj's point, it's definitely not easy, but we're on the right path to improve that and to make it easier all around.
Yeah, and I just want to add one more point to what Bill just talked about. Another complexity of integrations. I mean, I'm sure Torquedo can second that as well. Is okay. Let's say I have a core system. I have 30 or 40 fintech integrations. I already talked about the consistent look and feel and experience being a challenge. And the way you integrate would be a challenge. Some do APIs, some don't do APIs, some do SSO, some don't, right? So in any case, now think about the customer experience. That journey itself is inconsistent. But now on top of that, as a credit union, if you want to monetize all of that data from all of these different systems, think about it. None of these integrations talk to each other because they're all discrete integrations. Now, as a credit union, if I want to monetize all of this data from all of these different fintechs, guess what? I need to figure out how to aggregate all that information, and how do I create a data exchange between fintechs? If one fintech needs to share data with another, how do we do that? So there's a higher level of complexity that gets introduced into this whole mix.